Hello everybody, it's time to shine. Our time plant's growing.
How cringe was that?
Life is always better, ayo, ayo. We are together, ayo, ayo. We're walking on gold rays. These are the best days. Ayo, ayo.
Just moved to New York. We're really excited. I'm Tony. This is my wife. What's a New Yorker name?
LaFonda.
No.
Pat.
No. Yo, I'm Tony. This is my wife, Snooky.
Snooky.
Today we're gonna be looking through our photo book of the time that we were dating, the time back in the day where we were happy.
Okay. We are doing a very unique video because we never shared this part of our lives with you before, but a little sneak peek. Nick and I used to do a lot of like fun, memorable things for each other because we were long distance for a while, and we loved like just capturing moments in very unique and creative ways. So what Nick has in his hand today is what we're going to be going through, and hopefully this is an idea for some of you guys who are also dating or even married and want to have something fun to put together.
We should probably start doing this again.
Yeah.
You know, but the cool thing is that we do take a lot of photos, and obviously we do a lot of video, so we'll have a whole lot of stuff to look back on in the future. But we should print some of our photos out and like keep updating this from our first year of marriage too.
That's the idea.
That'd be cool.
Explain a little bit about what this is and how this can maybe inspire them to do something similar. Good answer. Do you think you're gonna cry at all today?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't cry.
Yeah, you do.
I don't secrete any
Roll
tears.
the wedding clip.
Okay, so what this is a photo album of Chelsea and I's pretty much almost all of our dating phase. Not quite all of it, but most of it. And
yeah, there was no engagement in there.
Yeah, no engagement, no marriage in here yet, but we're gonna update it. But we've had this guy for a little while now, and Chelsea made it for me I don't know if it was a few years ago, but at least a year ago.
And there's also letters.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys are familiar, but whenever I was going through mental illness and I was in like the hospital, Nick actually has a bunch of letters that he wrote me in here too. And then I also have my old like license plate from Illinois. So that's fun.
West Virginia.
Before we get into the photos, we want to share a little bit of the memorabilia type stuff that we kept, depending on how comfortable you feel.
Yo, okay, so just like a random letter, and it has my initials on it, NOH. And
I wrote this to him.
So Saturday, 9:31 p.m., January 28, 2017. So this was before
we dated.
Before we were even dating. And the first sentence of the letter. So this is when Chelsea was in the hospital. Chelsea wrote me, "Dear Nick, so stuff just got crazy up in this crazy house. One of the guys here had to be tranquilized, and a girl keeps pooping her pants. I freaking love it here otherwise." That's about all I'll share out of that. But it was just this cool little letter that Chelsea responded to me with from the letter that I wrote to her. And this is another one. This is like a printed out email. It's just a photo.
A photo of my brother and I that I also got in the hospital from my mom. And I think I wrote you a lot of letters.
Yeah. Wow, you really wrote this one. Fancy handwriting. Okay. So I don't know the date on this one, but I would have to assume it's around the same time. It says, "Hi love, I bet you're excited you are finally here. I miss you and wish I could have been there to help you move in and everything." So no, this is probably after I moved to Georgia then.
Yeah, this is when we moved to Georgia. There's just another note that I wrote. I would just like put notes on the counter. Yeah. You would put notes on the counter for me, and I really want to start doing this again.
A random little thing that you put in here. Ha ha ha, happy early birthday / moving present. I smelled it, by the way, and dang, I like the smell of leather. So this must be when you bought my wallet for me that I still have, and I still use it to this day since I got it. It's really, really nice. And so just a sweet little letter and memorabilia and stuff like this. And then this was a printout of the receipt of the ticket when
To Alaska.
Chelsea and I went to Alaska to see our friends Karis and Jacob Lincoln, and it was just really cool. We actually made a video about it. I think we made a couple of videos about it, maybe.
I'll try to link them if I remember them.
Yeah, and so these were just fun. It was really cool times. But on to the photographs.
We're not going to talk about all of them because it would be way too long. But yeah, there's just a lot of pictures in here from our early dating phase at Passion. You guys know that we've met at Passion Conference.
One of the funnier ones in here is like us going to a place in Valdosta, Georgia called Wild Adventures and just like holding birds. I just thought that was kind of funny.
The birds were like just flying around and they would land in your hand and then you would feed them and then they would like poop in your hand. So that was great. We also went to the Georgia Aquarium.
Yep, and then there's some photos of us here in St. Augustine at the beach. Actually, all of these are those.
Yeah, and then at St. Augustine, when he met my parents for the first time, well, second time.
Second time, yeah.
We filmed the boyfriend tag.
Yep.
Or one of those videos.
Yeah, it was the boyfriend tag and then the some weird little food challenge that we did.
We'll have to link all the older videos.
Yeah, it's kind of silly. And then here's some stuff that we took. I think we were at a pumpkin patch on this day, and then we were out with our friends doing something. I can't remember what it was, but
I think we were going through a phase where at least I wanted to take a bunch of like kissing photos with you.
Yeah, but I was like, ugh. Not because I don't like kissing,
because
but
it's just like a PDA type thing.
Yeah, it's PDA and it just looks awkward. And this photo of us mooching was actually off of an exit, and it was just a flower of fields. So,
okay, one of our favorite trips ever.
Literally, probably my second favorite trip that we've ever taken, ever. Other than our honeymoon, this is probably like my direct second, is a trip to DC. Washington, D.C. is one of my favorite cities in the U.S., and this was just a cool trip to get to see some stuff and spend some time together. And it was kind of like our first independent trip, that we took with some friends.
Highly recommend you guys go to Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Especially in the cold.
Took some people to Museum of the Bible, too, and it was just really fun. So.
And then this, I think, was our first photo shoot together.
Mm-hmm.
We had our friend Turner take photos of us in the fall, and it was beautiful outside. So beautiful.
So pretty.
And
some more of those.
We went through a phase where we also loved hiking. We went to a lot of different hiking spots, and
this is Stone Mountain in Stone Mountain, Georgia. It's a good name. And the funny thing about this is there's this actually big carving on the side of the rock that I believe it was the Confederates made at the time when someone actually owned this property with the mountain on it, and then the state eventually bought it. But pretty cool little relic there.
Yeah, and I think the rest of the photos are really just memories of like us being in the car.
Yeah.
Because we drove a lot together.
Sweet little dog that I wish we could have taken home, but couldn't.
It's okay. And then a lot of FaceTimes.
Oh my gosh. Hours and hours.
Quite a lot of FaceTimes. And then we went to Huntington Beach together. We went to California for the first time together, and that was like a trip to remember for sure.
Yeah, that was really fun.
And
really
then Nick's family has like a bunch of dogs that always end up on their property, and they end up claiming them as their own. And Jack is on the top, and then Bear is on the bottom here.
They're
and
so sweet. There's two tongue photos. I just realized that they both have their tongues out. That's funny. But and some other ones here of like us starting really when we first started dating. This was actually our very first day that we were dating. It's February,
top left, yeah.
Feb 19th of 2017. And then here's some weird photo of you looking like of us both looking like a pair of assassins. I don't know what we were doing there, but.
So we just wanted to share a few of these memories because it's fun to look down memory lane, and also this is such a fun idea Do you think you're gonna cry at all today? Yeah.
No.
I know that Jeremy and Audrey Rowalk, one thing that they do with their photos is they put like, if it's their first year, they took like a number 1 and they put like photos all around the number 1, and then they did 2, and they just
That's cool.
like have one up in every room, I think, for how many years they've been together. So that's also a really cool idea. But I love this one because it's just like a continuation. You can keep putting photos in there, and then whenever like maybe you're gone for a week or I'm gone for a week or however long, we can just look at it and remember. So I think photos are really special.
Yeah,
But-
they are. And I like how it tells a story. It's like a book starting at the very beginning, and then you just continue through the pages, and it tells its own little story. It tells our own little story.
We just hadn't done a video like this since our opening the letters to future husband video, and I think that this one's pretty similar, very special, and we're hoping to continue stuff like this. But let us know of other ideas that you have to remember certain moments like these, because I think that like holding on to moments like this and treasuring them is truly, it's fun, and it also allows you to reflect on all the times that you've had. So
Yeah, it's awesome.
love it.
All right, friends. I hope you enjoyed this and all of our weirdness and some of our memories, and hopefully this inspires you to do something with someone either that you love or someone that you will love in the future if you're single right now. And it was just really cool to look back on this, and it's really fun to look back on them periodically, and we should be more consistent about adding into this on a more consistent basis. So I think it was a good little reminder and catch up for us. But if you have any other video ideas that we should do, please let us know down in the comments, and let us know what you thought of this. We would love to take that advice and maybe make a video with it. So
It's
I
time
think it's time
for us
to wrap it up.
to leave you guys. Very sorry.
Very sorry.
But we have other videos on this channel, so go binge them. But yeah, we love y'all. We'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like it if you liked it, and subscribe so you can stick around for more videos. And we'll see you in the next one.
Good.